Okay, ready for the second coat on the big pieces. So I thought I'd show you what I've used. I use West System epoxy and hardener. Pre-measured pumps on each makes it pretty easy for mixing because they got to be mixed together in order to batch up. There's other kinds of epoxy out there. West is probably a more expensive one. But that's the one that Bear Mountain Boats carries. So I don't use epoxy a whole lot, so I got used to using this kind, so I'll probably just stick with it. So in order to do so, just put the appropriate amount of pumps in. So let's start with 4. Hardener, 4 epoxy, that's all there is to it. Pretty easy. I just gotta mix it up. Mix it up good. Yeah, this is hardened up really good. Should be a little more tacky than this, but should go on good. Should be able to thin it a little more, and just to take up the texture, show where we go. Second and third coat on. So how'd we make out here? Hopefully not too bad. But yeah, you can see how it's created that shiny look to it. So all the epoxy's on. Fiberglass is all covered and shiny. That's what we're looking for. You can see here how the edge of the fiberglass is still exposed here. So that's kind of what's to be expected. I got to sand that out. Here's where the overlap is. Just got to do some sanding and smooth this all out. After that's done, we're headed to varnish. So yeah. There we go. Sanding is done. So it's all smoothed out now. As you can see, kind of sanded into the fiberglass, which is, if you only have one layer of fiberglass, that's not a good idea, because obviously you're getting right into the wood core. But places, especially like right here, even the new fiberglass is overlapped, so there's actually 4 layers right here. So it's more important to have it smoothed over. So yeah, quite a bit of sanding, because getting through that epoxy is hard. But that's it. Fiberglass done, epoxy's on, sanded up. Last steps now are varnish. So you can't really tell because I'm just showing you bits and pieces. You see how all this is feathered back in. So yeah, we're about a week into the repair here. So all this is feathered smooth. It doesn't look awesome, and that'll probably show up even with the varnish on, through the varnish. But again, I'm building this for function more than beauty. I'd get a carpenter to do it if I wanted it to look real nice. But for the varnish, I'll show you what we have over here for that. I'm using Epiphane. Again, recommended by the Canoe Craft Process. Haven't been able to source this locally. What I ended up doing is getting it sent from. Is that gonna focus? Nope, not smudgy. From Holland. So expensive varnish again. It's supposed to be really clear. It's marine grade, good for salt water, etc., etc. Probably overkill for sure for what I'm doing, but that's what I started with. Yeah, I think used a can and a half for the build, and then the repairs over the years. So dipped into this one. So I think I started with 3 cans, and this can I haven't even touched yet. So a good supply, but yeah, I'd probably go to local cheaper stuff. It's probably just as good. When we do varnish, I got to thin it out. So first coat of varnish is 50-50, varnish 50%, and paint thinner 50%, and then you half that. So the next coat would be 75% varnish and 25% thinner, and so on. And we're looking probably for 4 or 5 coats of varnish. So I'm not going to show you how to varnish. It's just another paint on process. I'll just show you what it looks like after we're done. So this is the first coat of varnish on, and light sanding done. Got probably 2 more, maybe 3 more coats of varnish to go. So ready for the 3rd coat. Don't know how that looks to you. Almost done. Okay, here it is, all finished finally. Yeah, put another 2 coats of varnish on it, and I don't know, I'm pretty pleased. Why don't you have a look? So here it is. Not too shabby. Definite battle scars on it, but should be seaworthy again. So thanks for watching. I know there's many ways to repair. Like I said, I'm just a hack doing the best I can. If you run into problems with your canoe and you gotta get it fixed, you're probably best off going to a professional. But yeah, I don't know. Not that hard for me. I got it. Should get it to work. It's definitely watertight, so it should keep me on the water for a little while longer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up button, because it helps get the word out about what I'm trying to do. And I got about a week, and then I'm packing up to head on a major northern trip, so hopefully you'll subscribe, and I'll take you along on that one too. I plan to do a lot more video. Hopefully it works out for me. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.